Okay. So in the last lectures, we discussed about for loop as well as the concept of the one-dimensional array, and we wrote a program of finding the mean, variance, and standard deviation of a given n observations using the for loop and the concept of array. Earlier, we have discussed about the two different conditional statements. One is if, and second one is a if else. And if else, we have seen the nested if else structure also.
धवल भाई माइक बंद करो.
Okay. So if we wish to find out the maximum of two numbers, let us say x and y are the two floating point numbers are given, and if we wish to find out the maximum of two numbers, okay, suppose x equal to 10.5 and y equal to 3.7, then by using the if else structure, we say that if x is greater than y, then here we will add one more variable, that is max. Then max equal to x else max equal to y. Okay, so this is when we have a two numbers. And if you have a suppose three numbers are that, let us say float x, y, z, and you wish to find out the maximum of these numbers. Let us say x equal to 10, y equal to 11.5, and z is equal to let us say 9.5. So to find out this, we have to use again the if else structure, but we are using the nested if else. Nested if else means uh, if else structure contain the if else structure within the that if else. So suppose if x is greater than y, then we wish to see that whether the x is greater than z or not. If x is greater than z, then out of three numbers we say that max is nothing but x, else max is z. But suppose if x is less than y, then so we have to have a else, and in else we are saying that if x is less than y, then we are trying to compare whether the y is greater than z or not. Because if x is less than y, then which one is bigger? Y. So now we are comparing y is greater than z. If yes, then the maximum is y, else max equal to z. So this is nothing but the if loop, and within the if you have again the if else. So it is nothing but the nested if else structure. So this structure is known as a nested if else structure. Okay. Suppose if I am saying that write a program to find or to display days of a week. Okay, so we know that the week contains the 7 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we wish to have a program using the if else structure. Then how to write this program? Using the if else structure, anyone? Any idea, anyone?
So what is the purpose for that?
Suppose if I am writing the program and if I am just providing any integer, let us say I am giving the 1, then what happen? It will display the today is a Monday. Suppose if I am entering the 2, then today is the Tuesday. So whenever if the users is entering any numbers between 1 to 7, and then user can get the result according to that. So that is to display the days of a week by assigning any numbers. So how will you write? So to write this, as I told that you should first enter the necessary header file. So it is include iostream.h. Then include conio.h. Then we will start the main function and we can begin the program or we begin the function. Now, first I would like to clear the screen. The command is clrscr. Now I wish to enter, suppose I wish to tell the users, please enter the values between 1 to 7. Okay, then user has to enter the any integer numbers. So let us say I am saying that integer number is nothing but it will be stored as a day. It is integer. Then I will ask the users enter any integer number. Okay, I'm writing continuously between 1 to 7. So as soon as whenever the program is run, it will display the message on a monitor screen. Enter any integer numbers between 1 to 7. So where the numbers is entered, the number is entered by the variable day. Okay. Suppose if user has given day 1, so I wish to compare the day to the 1. So suppose user has given the day equal to 1, the 1 equal to 1. Yes. Then the message is cout Monday. Else if. Okay, so here I am giving the else if day is equal to 2. Then cout Tuesday. Again, if day is not 2, then you're trying to see that else if day equal to 3. Then cout Wednesday. If day is not 3, suppose somebody has entered the 4, then else if day equal to 4. You can see here I am using 2 equal to sign. That is called equality. It is called the comparison operators. Cout equal to Thursday. Else if day equal to 5. Cout Friday. Else if Cout day equal to 6. It is Saturday. Else if day equal to 7. Cout Sunday. But suppose some of the users are that they are not entering the numbers between 1 to 7. Somebody enters something else. Then you have to give the instruction. Else, Cout enter the number between 1 to 7. Okay. Enter. And then this is the end of your else, if else, then get ch. This is the program. So you can see that I have started with the f. If, then if this is not true, then else. It will go to else part. Then again you are asking whether day equal to 2. If yes, then it will display. Otherwise, it will come to this part. If this is day equal to 3, then it will display the Wednesday. Otherwise, it will come to this part. So likewise. So whenever the users enter any numbers, it will check and compare with the any one of the if else structure, and wherever the structure is true or the condition is true, immediately the statement after the if will execute. So either this execute, or this likewise. And suppose if user is not giving the correct number between 1 to 7, then it will give the message to the users, please enter the numbers between 1 to 7. Okay. So this is the end of the program. So this is the use of a nested if else structure. But suppose instead of the nested if else structure, what is an alternative? You don't want to use these many if else structure, because sometimes you forget which if is associated with else, which else. Okay, so there is a alternative approach, is it is a switch case statement. You can see that here it is nothing but in if else structure, it is a multi-way decision. You enter any numbers, it will verify, and then it will give the output after execution or after the specific condition is true. Okay. The switch case statement is nothing but it is also a multi-way decision makers. It is a special multi-way decision maker that tests whether an expression matches one of the number of constant value. and braces accordingly. Okay, so whatever the value or whatever the expression has the result, it is matching with the one of the constant. And if the constant is matches, immediately the statement after that particular constant it will execute. The general syntax of switch case statement is, so here switch is a keyword, case is a keyword. So we have both the keywords in a this switch case statement. As I say that switch, then in bracket expression, as long as the expression is true, the case constant underscore one. Constant is nothing but any uh, valid identifier. Case is a keyword. It is in the small letters. Switch is also a keyword in a small letters. Expression can be integer. Expression can be characters. Expression can be sum of any arithmetic operators, some result of any operations, and whatever the results are in the expression that should be matched with the specific constant. And if it is matching with the constant, the statement will execute, follow that particular constant. Case constant 2. And if you wish to execute more than one statement, then there should be a curly braces. Case 3, sorry, case 3, case constant 3. Then statement. So likewise, you can write so many. Why it is a, because it is a multi-way decision maker. So let us say case constant n. All alternative n alternative decision you have. Similar to the if-else structure. In if-else structure, last statement is a last if-else is a optional, and it is a information to the users. Please enter the valid numbers between 1 to 7. So here we call that optional statement as a default statement. So you have to give the default. You have to give any default statement, and this is the end of a switch statement. Here it is not the semicolon. After constant, it should be a colon, because it should not be terminated. Similarly, default we have given the colon. So similarly here, after each statement there should be a colon. So this is a multi-way decision maker. So what happens once the expression value match with any one of the constant 1, constant 2, likewise with the constant n, then it will execute the statement followed to the specific constant. And if any one of the expression value is not matching with the constant, then it will come to the default. And you have to have some default statements. For example, if I say switch input character, it's a variable name. So that means it is saying that you have to provide some input as a character. And suppose I am saying that case the character is a R. So as I told you that the character constant are always enclosed in a single quote. So when I wish to execute, whenever the users enter the input character as R, it is matching with the R, then I will say that it is a red color. So I should get the message as a red color. If somebody enter the W as the input character, then I wish to display the out as a white. And somebody suppose enter the B. So I would like to display B stands for the blue, not the black. Okay. So likewise, if you wish to give the default character, then you can give. Okay. So you can write the default. The out enter letter from RWB. Suppose if the user is not giving any one of the letters, then it will come to the default, because if you are not supplying, let us, if you have not supply, you have supplied the, let us say, yellow, y. So y is matching with R, no. Y is matching with the W, no. Y is matching with the B, no. So that means you will come to this default and it will give the message to the user, please enter the letters from RWB. So this is the use of a switch statement, which is an alternative to the if else structure. But here input can be, or expression can be any integer value, it may be any character value, it may be result of any operations, may be integer result of any operation, but it should not be a float. Expression can't be float. Okay, similarly, this constant value, constant can be integer, can be characters, but it cannot be a float. So if it is a float, then it is not giving the result and it is giving the errors. But switch case statement has the disadvantage, is that suppose somebody has supplied the red R, then what is the output? Red, white, and black. Sorry, blue. Okay, it is a red, white, and blue. Why? Because the switch case structure has a fall through effect. For example, if you are sitting on the mountain, and if you are just throwing a water, what happens? The water will come down to the bottom, unless and until you will make some barrier to store the waters. So it has a fall through effect. So if you are just giving the R and it is matching with the first constant, it will execute all the statement followed by the case R. So your output is red, white, and blue. But suppose if you have given the W, then W is matching with the case W, then it will execute white, and then it will execute the blue. Why it is so happening? Because there is a fall through effect. So what happened? To avoid this, because we are interested, if I am giving the R, I am interested that output should be red. So I have to add the, or I have to somewhere enter the barrier so that it will result is only red. It does not give the result after the reds, or it should not execute the all the statement which is matching with the constant R. So I have to use the break statement. And the keyword is, the syntax of the break statement is, it is a break. So that means it will exit immediately, it will exit from the loop. So if I'm writing switch input character, then case R, cout red, and else, then I am giving the break here. So what happened after matching the input character R, it will execute the read as a display, and immediately whenever the break statement is observed, what happened, it will exit from the switch statement. So it will not go to the next case. So it is the immediate exit of the control from that loop. If W is observed, it will print that white and then it will exit from the loop or exit from the switch structure. Whatever I am writing in a double quote, it will display the same. If I am writing in capital, then it will display the capital. Of course, small b and capital B are different. If you are providing input at a small b and then you are trying to match, so it will not match and it will go to the direct default statement. Default enter letter between R, W, B. And because it is a last statement, there is no need to break. So this is nothing but then the structure is known as a switch case break statement. And general syntax is nothing but switch expression. Expression can be any integer constant, it can be any character constant, or the resultant value will be either integer. Then case. Case is a keyword. After constant, you can give the colon, not a semicolon. Constant can be any integer constant, can be character constant, or it is result of any expression, but that should be integer. No floating point as a expression or the constant is allowed. Statement, then break, likewise. Suppose if you have an n constant, and then last default statement. If you wish to give, then you can give, otherwise there is no need. Default statement is a optional statement. Is that clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But suppose sometimes somebody said that, sir, how can the users should only get the capital letters or the small letters? Okay, so you can give to in this way. If you don't want to specify, then you can write this program in this way, which input character. Okay, so you can give, let us say, case R, or you can get case small r and see out rare. It works. Okay. Similarly, last, if you give the case W, or let us say blue lastly, so you can give the small letter and capital letter, because as I say that small and capital letters has the different meaning, because C++ is a case sensitive. So this works. and then you can give the default statement. But of course, you should remember that after the constant there should be a colon, and after every statement there should be a semicolon. Okay, so you have to be very careful and enter the numbers between any thing, so that you can give the default is a optional. So this is where you can write the switch case statement, and it is an alternative to the nested if-else structure. It is a multi-way decision maker. Switch case is a statement is a multi-way decision maker, but it has a fall-through effect. So therefore, to avoid the fall-through effect, we have to use the break statement. So that is how it is known as the switch case break statement. Now, if I wish to write the days of a week using the switch case break structure, why break is needed? Because if I giving the day as a 1, if I have not given the break 1, then it is giving Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all. But I am only interested in the Monday. So the program you should write in this way: enter the necessary header file, include iostring.h, include conio.h, okay, void main, then just clear the screen, use the clr command, and then now you have to supply the input. So input as a you wish to give it is a days. Days is nothing but integer. I'll give the information cout enter any integer number between 1 to 7. Okay, then user will enter the numbers. So to enter it is require a variables day, so c in day, and then switch case. So switch here day is given, and you can start the switch state. Case is nothing but, let us say, 1. Then cout. If you're writing as a single quote under, it is also working. Then it will understand that 1, 2, 3 you have declared as a current characters. If you're writing 1, why? Because I have given here it as a integer. In our earlier case, I have to declare here as a character input ch. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Monday. Then break. Then case 2. Tuesday. Case 3. Cout Wednesday. Then break statement, because you wish to break. Case 4. Cout Thursday. Then break. Okay. Break is nothing but it is a statement, so it is terminated by semicolon. Then case 5. Cout Friday. then break. Case 6. See out Saturday. Case 7. See out Sunday. Break. And if suppose user has not given the proper number, so you wish to display the message as a default. See out, enter numbers between 1 to 7. And then this is the switch case is over, and because our program is over, then we will give the get ch, and then the program is over. Then you can use Alt F9 for compile, and Control F9 to run. Is that okay? Any questions, anyone? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, so we will see the program how it works. We will open the new file. We'll save. Is a if else structure. Okay. So write a program of days of week using nested if else structure. Include iostream.h, include onio.h, void main, lrstr, then integer day. If day, out, enter any integer number between 1 to 7. Then user will enter the day, so cin command is required. If day equal to 1, then cout Monday, and else if day equal to 2, cout Tuesday, else if day equal to 3, cout Wednesday, else if day equal to 4, cout Thursday, else if day equal to 5, cout Friday, else if day equal to 6, out yesterday else if day equal to 7. Here I am using, instead of the single equal to, using the W, sorry, double equal to. Reason is it is a equality operator, comparison operators. Then else you're writing, or else you're writing out enter numbers between 1 to 7. See what happens. This is the if else part is over. Then let ch and this. Now we'll run. It is showing 0 errors. It is showing 0 errors. Okay. Now control F9 to enter the numbers between 1 to 7. Let us, I'm entering 3. What is the answer? What is the answer?
Wednesday.
Okay, so it means that program is working. Suppose I am entering the, let us say 7. Then Sunday is showing. Suppose if I am entering the, let us say 9, then it will display the message, enter the numbers between 1 to 7. So it is a, we have used the nested if else structure. Within the if, again we are using the if. So that is how. If this condition is true, then this will display. Otherwise, you will come to that. And again, it will check whether the day is 4 or not. If it is 4, it will display this. Otherwise, it will come to here. So what happens, it will check all possible inclusion, exclusion, and then based on that, it will display the output. Any questions? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So let us write a program using the switch case structure, and then we will modify this the same program using the switch case break structure. Okay. I'll open a new file. I will close this. So it's a very simple to write the program. You can see that it is not difficult. People are saying that C++ is very difficult language to understand. I don't know why. It is very simple. Okay, just follow the certain path and certain rules. You will not get any errors. So write a program using switch case structure. Write a program to display name of color. Okay, using the switch case structure. Include string.h, include only.h, LRSCR. Here I am giving input as a character. So the character is a keyword, and the CHR is a keyword which can be used to describe the character constant, and input variable is input CH. These are any key identifiers. And I am saying that without enter any letter between.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sometimes you are writing only void main and sometimes only main. Any reason for that?
Can you repeat?
We have to write void main after conio.h.
Okay. I have intentionally write main. I was interested to see that anybody has the focus over that. Good. But why void and why main? So that we will see the difference after running this program. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So once we run, it will give some message to us if we have used the main. Entering letters between the letters from R, W, then to input the letters, variable uses input ch underscore ch. Now we wish to use the switch case statement of speech and expression is nothing but input character. Okay. And what you can say? What you can say? Yes. Is a whether case R out red. Case W out white. Case R not R B C out blue. This is the standard default. Default is that C out enter letter from R W B. This is the over get ch and I will store it. It is nothing but switch. Yes. So now I will run it. It has given the 4 errors. Which are the errors? Let us verify. One is that include iostream.h. So what is the mistake here?
Spelling.
A is missing.
A is missing. Very good. So once it will run, we will again save it by F2 and again we will compile. So now it is showing that there is no errors. Okay. But what the message it has given the warning? Function should return a value. Why it is giving the message? Because I have not given the void. When I am giving the void, it means that I don't want to return back any value to the main function. Okay. So if I am giving here anything I can give, let us say return 0, anything you can give, then unreachable code. Wait. Okay. Now I've given the void, so that means that error is gone. Just with the control F. If I'm entering the capital R, then What is giving the message? Enter the letter from RWB. So I have given the capital R, but it is not giving the message. It is go to the default statement. Why?
Because sir case में small r है.
Yes, exactly. So I have given the small r. If I am giving the small r in this, then it will display the output red, white, and blue. Why red, white, and blue? Because small r is a character. It is matching with the case constant where the small r is written. So immediately it will execute red, but because of the fall through effect, it will execute all the statement follow to the red. It has also given the default statement. You can see that it has displayed the output red, white, blue, and again it is giving the enter the letters from RWD. Suppose if I am giving the W, then it is giving me the output from the white, blue, and then again it is a default statement. Why? Because after the, you can see that white, W, it is the displaying the white, blue, and this default statement. And that is how we require the break statement. I'll make here capital to avoid this. Or if you say that no, I wish both letters, we can here type both. Somebody is entering the small w or capital W, no issue. See, CAPTCHA is coming. Do you know that if the CAPTCHA is met, then it will allow you for the next transaction? So such kind of the program is there. If specific CAPTCHA is matched, then you can allow to go for the next step. So such small things are useful over there in a programming. So if you add the, let us say small w, it will display the white, blue, and again, but because of the fall through effect. So I will revise program, okay, using the switch case break statement. What I do, I will save this program as it is. I will revise this program, and the program is switch case break. To write a program to display name of color using switch case break structure. What I will do, after the each execution, you see out, I will giving the break. The break is a keyword, and it is a statement. It is followed by the semicolon. Now after default, there is no need. Just run it. Small r. It is giving the red. Why? Because after the, whenever the expression has taken the character is input as r and it has matched with the constant r, then it will display the output matching that constant, and it is nothing but red. But immediately after red, I have given the break statement. So what happens? Compiler will understand that I am going to break the switch case structure. Is that okay?
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions? So now we will write a days of a program using the switch case break structure. Write a program to display days of week using switch case break. So of course, necessary header file string.h. on your .h. Hey, programming to see when you see the lectures, when you attend the lectures, you will be very happy that I understood everything. But if you are not writing the habit, but if you do not make a habit of writing the code, perhaps you make so many mistakes while writing the program. So I am not able to make any mistake. The reason is that I have written so many times the codes. Okay. So understand the structure and slowly and gradually just try to end. That is the best practice is that write the code directly on a notebook. पेन एंड पेपर से आपको लिखना है और उसमें आपको देखना है कि कहीं एरर्स हो रही है कि नहीं. कैसे पता चलेगी? तो सेमीकोलन कहीं मिसिंग है कि नहीं, स्पेलिंग में गड़बड़ है कि नहीं, कॉलन की जगह पे सेमीकोलन दिया है, कहीं ब्रैकेट छूट गया है. तो लाइकवाइज दैट यू हैव टू identify the errors. If the errors are there, you have to rectify, and that is how instead of using the pen, you should use the pencil so that you can rectify the errors, and then try to type the program. But before, you always write the algorithm, which I have written for a 4 or 5 programs, so that it will help you to be a good programmer. And make sure that if your programming skill is good, the jobs are always available to you, because only the nature of the language is changed. For example, the platform is changed. Somebody is using R instead of C++. Somebody is using Python instead of the C++. Only the concept of the or the basic rules of the all the programming language remain the same. Little bit there is a change of the syntax rules. That's all. So understand any one programming language with detail. Rest of the programming language you can understand very easily. But this will realize, the student will usually realize such things after completion of MSc. During MSc, they never consider our request, our words, and never focus on the programming. And after MSc, when they go for the job, then they say that we don't know the programming, though we have learned so many things. Okay, then they do not have the job. Who will listen? They will have a job. So it is up to you. Department is providing the platform to everyone, but it is up to you that what way you can take it seriously and positively. So now integer as a day. So day takes value 1 to 7. Out.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
सर IO स्ट्रीम की जगह stdio लिख सकते हैं?
तो आप सी आउट एंड सीन कमांड यूज नहीं कर सकते ना, वो सी के लिए है. एसटीडी लाइब्रेरी में आप यूज करते हैं ना.
हाँ.
तो एसटीडी लीब we can use when we wish to use the command like randomize. But let me check, because I have never checked this. We will see if there is error. We will verify. Okay. So we can do all possible practices. Suppose if we feel that if we should write in this way, what happened? Just write and try to see that what kind of errors are there, and try to rectify errors. The best way of learning programming is that you should have the maximum errors while writing the program, and try to understand how to rectify the errors, why the errors are there. If you do not make the mistake, if at a first instant, if you write a perfect program, you will never be learning later on. So always I advise error should be there. So we will try std. Enter any number between 1 to 7. Enter any integer number. Day. Okay, then what we do? Switch case. And here we have to supply the date. Then case 1. Because I will make one mistake here, 1.0. That means I'm writing as a float. What happens, we will see. See out.
The spelling of sweet is incorrect.
Your speech is wrong. You're right. So you can see that it has changed the color. And back. Yes. I'm giving as a 2 in double quote, a single quote. What happened? That will also verify. Will they? Yes, 3. Out. Wednesday. Yes, 4. Out. Thursday. Yes, 5. Out. Friday. Yes, 6. Out. Saturday. Yes, 7. Monday. Out. Default statement. Enter integer number between 1 to 7. Okay, you can see that I have kept the alignment wherever I have written the started the program. So you can see that the starting of switch, the alignment exactly, the bracket is closed here. So you can easily understand where the bracket start and end. This is nothing but day week by using switch. Yes. Okay. We'll run it. There are 7 errors. What is the errors? Undefined symbol. Why? Why there is errors? Undefined symbol.
STDIO.
वेंसडे के डबल यूनिवर्सिटी
At std lib, no. Cout is undefined symbol cout because cout is not there. Why? Because you have used the std lib instead of iostream.h. In C, you can use stdlib for the input output, but in cout you require iostream.h. Okay, so is that clear? Somebody has raised the question.
No.
What no?
क्वेश्चन नहीं है.
No. तो हाँ बोलना चाहिए. Yes, clear. Is there any clear who has raised the questions? So yes, it is clear. आप नो बोलोगे मुझे लगेगा कि आपको समझ में नहीं आया, तो मुझे फिर से समझाना है. Okay. Then again, there are 4 errors. Which errors? Constant expression required. So as I told you that it is always a integer constant or character constant. It should not be a floating point. So 1.0 is not allowed. Then it is a errors. What is the errors? Case constant, case statement is missing. Why? Because I have, instead of the colon, I have given the semicolon. So that is how this errors. Two errors. Unterminated string or character constant. So that means somewhere I have not terminated the string or character constant. So here you can say that double quote is 2 times. So that is how. So when you make the errors and try to rectify, now it is not showing any errors. But again, I will come to one point. If I am entering 2, then it should give the result integer number between 1 to 7 for Tuesday. What should be the answer if I am entering 2?
Tuesday.
It should be Tuesday, but it is giving the integer number between 1 to 7. What is the reason? Because I am
Sir,
supplying input as a 2, and 2 is a integer, and here I have case constant written as a single quote. That means it will understand that 2 is a character. Okay. So character should not be allowed. Otherwise, you have to give or declare the day as a character. Now let us see. Earlier it has not shown any errors. Why? Because there was not a syntax error. Now I am giving 2. It is giving me the output Tuesday. Is that clear? So if you are supplying input as a character, then constant should be character. If you are supplying input as an integer, then case constant should be integer. It should not be character. And because of we have used the break, so as soon as the 2 is matching with the case constant 2, it will display the output followed by the case constant 2. It was a Tuesday, and then we have given the break statement, so immediately it will exit from the switch case structure. If I am giving the 8, then what happened? None of 8 is not matching with the any one of the case constant from 1 to 7. So it will come to the default statement, enter integer numbers between 1 to 7. Okay? Any questions?
सर ये केस 1 के बाद जो हमने सिंगल कोड किया नहीं, तो वो सिंगल कोड जब कैरेक्टर हो तभी करना होगा.
Yes. Whenever you declare, because the definition of character constant is anything enclosed into the single quote become the character constant. So if you wish to declare under the single quote, then here is, instead of integer, you have to write character. Let us verify. मेरे बाद किसी का लेक्चर होता है?
No, sir.
no, sir.
कितने बजे होता है?
नहीं होता.
नहीं होता है तो ठीक है, 15 मिनट ज्यादा हो गया तो चलेगा. मेरा ऐसा है, चलता रहता है. ओके, नाउ यू कैन, यहाँ पे आपको कैरेक्टर टाइप करने की जरूरत नहीं, आपको सिर्फ टाइप तो 2 ही करना है. ओके, बट 2 is declared as a character and then it will match with the character, so it is a Tuesday. ओके, यहाँ पे सिंगल कोट में लिखना नहीं, यहाँ तो आपको 2 ही लिखना है. ABC लिखना है तो सिर्फ A ही लिखना है, RW लिखना है तो R ही लिखना है. ठीक है, लेकिन हमने क्या किया है, we have declared them as a character. So now computer will understand that this is a character, so it is matching where the character constant is there. So this is a character constant. Okay, so anything is written in a single quote, it is a character constant. So make sure that the expression should be either integer or characters, or if it is expression is a some operation, then the resultant value should be integer. Case constant may be either character constant or the integer constant, but it should not be any string constant or a floating point constant. Okay, double quote में यहाँ कुछ लिखना नहीं है, and floating number is also not allowed. That's all. Any questions? Anyone else? No questions? Good.